And now, I would like to ask Ms. Vanna Handula, the Executive Director of the Ankawa Humanitarian Committee, for a short speech.
Thank you. Your Excellencies, honored officials, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Bakhair Benoa. It's a great honor and privilege to welcome you all to this event. Your presence underscores the significance of our gathering and our shared commitment to serving humanity. We are gathered here today to celebrate the achievement of small local enterprises and to underscore the significance of localization in all its aspects. This approach not only fosters the development of local communities, but also contributes to the economic growth of the country, ultimately leading to the creation of more sustainable communities. Ladies and gentlemen, AHC was founded by His Grace Archbishop Bashar Warda to be the social and humanitarian arm of the Chaldean Catholic Church in Erbil. Under his wise guidance and with the dedication of a group of volunteer youth, we began our work through the diocese starting 2014. Our mission was to respond to the needs of thousands of families from diverse backgrounds displaced by the conflict, including Christians, Yazidis, Muslims, and others. We provide shelter, food, medication, and other basic needs. During those challenging times, we served with love and embraced these diverse groups, guided by our core values of humanity, service, and mercy, celebrating inclusion and diversity. Since then, we have continued to develop serving our communities. We have built schools to educate IDPs and refugees, established health centers to provide care, and constructed a university to give hope and brighter future to the next generation who have suffered so much from the ravages of war. None of this would have been possible without the generous support of our donors, partners, and supporters. In 2020, with the backing of USAID, AHC was formally established as a national NGO, registered with both the Kurdistan and the Iraqi government. This official recognition enabled us to implement more projects and partner with other organizations to unify efforts in serving the vulnerable. The support from USAID also allowed us to launch the SACR project, an initiative aimed at strengthening localization. Through this project, the organization was structured with developing many policies, established various departments, taking trainings, and implementing a cash assistance program that supported more than 550 IDP families. AHC has also been responsive to various emergencies during the COVID time, the floods, and the earthquake in Syria, Turkey, and north of Iraq. AHC was always there with other volunteers and partners and the government agencies to collect and send aid to the affected areas. In addition, AHC is a pioneer NGO in climate action, implementing several projects in Erbil and Dahog. With the support of our partners and donors, we work closely with farmers, school students, civil society organizations, and local authorities to raise awareness about climate change and promote eco-friendly practices and approaches to mitigate the risk of climate change. We believe that education is the key to empowering the communities and next generation for a brighter, greener future and a stable country. Social cohesion is also another thematic area of AHC. Our Together Through Teach project in Baharka and Kasnazan promotes peace building, inclusiveness, and unity among IDPs, refugees, and host community by empowering teachers and transferring knowledge to students and parents, thereby fostering more resilient and inclusive communities. Empowering youth and women are a cross-cutting theme in all our projects as well. We strive to include these groups and support them in overcoming their challenges. HC's mission is yet to expand to other countries and to other cities in Iraq, continuing its humanitarian and developmental work to make a positive impact on the life of those who we serve. Finally, and as part of our sustainable livelihood efforts with the generous funds of USAID, we designed the Thabat project to support and empower the small micro enterprises through capacity building training and marketing strategies training, financial planning training, and other tailored programs. We equip participants with the resources needed to develop and expand their businesses. Participants were then provided with small grants to enhance their businesses. So today's event marks the third phase of the Thabat project, where we all celebrate the great achievement of those SMEs and an advocacy for campaign to help our participants reach a wider audience and promote their local products and enterprises. All these achievements and future plans are possible only because of your support and assistance. Your presence here today amplifies your support for us as a nascent national organization and for the youth who are eagerly waiting to showcase their products and the remarkable achievement made possible by Thabat Project. Thank you once again for your continued support and encouragement. Thank you.